This is the Tech Phantom, and welcome to this special video. And we're going to do something a little bit different, guys. We are going to talk about my favorite build in the game so far in Dark Souls 2. And I'll talk a little bit about this character. I'll talk about the equipment, the spells that I'm using, and some of the choices that I've made for leveling up. So let's just get right through it. Let me show you the player status screen. As you can tell, this is a fairly high level character because I am still in New Game. And I don't plan to go on to New Game Plus anytime soon, guys. And that is because I want to do the downloadable content with this character because I think I have this character just about where I want it. Now you can see that this is a tank character with 40 strength and 40 dex. High endurance, high vitality, obviously high everything. Now, it is possible to build yourself up to this type of a build and have a character that has about the same attributes as this. What you want is you want to get to 40 strength as soon as possible. Don't worry about dex. Just have enough dex that you're able to equip your preferred weapon. But level up your strength as much as possible. Forget about attunement. You don't need a lot of endurance or a lot of vitality. You can leave both of those at 10 and forget about faith as well. So that means that you can have a build that will do about the same as this build. It's not going to be able to have as much armor or do as much damage, but it will have the ability to do just about the same at much lower levels, maybe probably at close to level 100 or so. That is because of the weapons that you're going to be using. So let me show you guys my equipment very quickly. So let's talk about weapons first. I'm using 3 weapons. My primary weapon is the Curb Dragon Greatsword, and this is an absolutely beast of a weapon. Obviously, the Claymore and the Sun Sword are very good weapons as well. All 3 are quality weapons, and I happen to think that they are the best quality weapons in the game. So, obviously, I have a light one, a medium one, and a heavy one. So I can mix and match based on what area of the game I'm in, what boss I'm fighting, or whether I'm doing PvP or PvE. Now, this build was made with a couple of things in mind. First of all, it was made with a couple of miracles in mind, specifically denial. Now, let me show you guys the miracles that I'm using, or the spells that I'm using. Right now I have Sacred Oath equipped, but the miracle that I really rely on is Denial. Denial takes 3 attunement slots. It is possible to be able to use Denial without much faith or even without much attunement. The way you do this, guys, is by getting the ring from Nachka that she drops in NG Plus. So you can either go in NG Plus or you can use the Bonfire Ascetic in the bonfire nearest to her, and she will drop a ring that will allow you to attune, that will give you 3 attunement slots. So you will be able to use Denial because Denial takes 3 attunement slots. Now, I wanted to do some testing between Denial and Sacred Oath in this character, so I ended up giving this character 26 attunements so I can have 5 attunement slots, 4 for Sacred Oath, and 1 for Flame Weapon. But again, no attunement is really necessary for this character. You can use Denial by lowering the faith requirements with a Skeptic Spice, and you can use a ring to give you the attunements. And right now I'm using Flame Weapon, but obviously you guys could use a Resin if you wanted to buff your weapon. So let me tell you a little bit about the equipment that I'm using, guys. So I basically have 2 sets of armor for this character. I have 1 set which works great if you don't plan to upgrade it. So at base level, the Sanctum Knight set is absolutely outstanding. So let's just go very quickly through our armor. I have the Mask of Judgment and Velstad's Helm. Um, the Mask of Judgment has very high defense and resistance at base levels. If I was going to upgrade a helm, I would upgrade Velstad's helm. For the chest piece, most of the time I'm going to be using the Sanctum Knight armor. And again, this is not an armor that you want to upgrade. At base level, it's absolutely great. If I was going to upgrade an armor set, I would upgrade the Smelter Demon armor. Now, I haven't done that because I haven't gotten myself to pull the trigger and spend all of my Twinkling Titanite leveling up armor. But that would be the way to go between these two sets. As far as gloves, I have three to pick from. I have the Smelter Demon Gauntlets, which you would upgrade if you wanted to, or the Sanctum Soldier Gauntlet, or the Drakeblood Gauntlets. Sanctum Soldier Gauntlets are a little bit lighter than the Drakeblood Gauntlets, so you can pick and choose based on how much weight you can carry. But the Drakeblood Gauntlets are absolutely amazing, guys. At base level, they give you a ton of resistance. This is a very, very good item. As far as the leg pieces, I'm wearing the Sanctum Knight leggings. I think the Drake Blood leggings are a little bit better, but what's nice about the Sanctum leggings, and you could see it on my character here, I have this blurred sort of effect on my legs, and that is because the Sanctum Knight leggings give me drop resistance or fall resistance, which is a very, very nice thing to have, and they push these leggings sort of to the top tier. My other two pieces are the Smelter Demon leggings. Again, if I was going to upgrade a set, I would upgrade the Smelter Demon set. And finally, the Flower Skirt. Now, the Flower Skirt, it's not just for lulz, guys. The Flower Skirt actually happens to be a very, very good item. If you can get it, if you can sneak into the DLC and get through the fight with three enemies, maybe by summoning some folks, you will get the Flower Skirt. And this skirt will actually, I happen to think it looks good on the female character, which I have here. But in addition to that, it will boost various attributes. I think it boosts vigor, endurance, and vitality or something like that. So, and I believe strength as well. So it boosts a wide two or three different attributes. So it's a very, very good item. All right, very quickly talk about the rings. The essential rings for this build are the Chloranthy ring, the Royal Soldier's ring, the Dragon ring, and the Ring of Blades. Another ring, which is actually very good, is the Ring of the Giants. And this is a ring that you can use when you are getting up to getting a build like this. What you can do is you can use a light armor, something like the Llewellyn set, which is very good, and combine it with a Ring of the Giants, and that will give you poise. The Llewellyn set has very high defense anyway, so it will almost act like heavy armor by giving you high defense and high poise, and you won't have to carry the weight. The other rings here are more situational, guys. They're not very necessary. Again, the essential rings are the four that I'm wearing plus the Ring of the Giants. All right, guys. Well, that is. One thing that I forgot to talk about are the shields. So I'm using two shields with this character. The first shield is the Defender shield, and this is the shield that I'm going to carry for most of the game. For some boss fights where I'm really not going to need a shield, but I want the stamina regen, I will use the Blossom Kite shield. So my main shield, my bread and butter, is going to be the Defender shield. But the Blossom Kite shield is sort of situational as well. And you can see some other situational items here that I have in my inventory. Obviously, I have a chime because I need to be able to use the Nile on Sacred Oath. And I also have the Black Witch's Staff, and that's going to allow me to cast both miracles and sorceries. So it's if down the line I wanted to switch to Crystal Magic Weapon, for example, or another functional spell like Repair or something like that, I would have the ability to cast both sorceries and miracles with one item. And I also have a Longbow plus 10, obviously, which which is situational. All right, and finally, guys, let's very quickly go through the spells on this character. And again, you can see the four spells that I'm using. When I use Sacred Oath, I pair it with Flame Weapon. When I use Denial, I actually will use Flame Weapon and I will use Warmth as well. And I do that because I happen to have 5 slots. And I gave this character 5 slots again because Sacred Oath takes 4 slots. But Denial only takes 3 slots. And I think it's an absolutely great miracle for any build. Again, you don't need to use to spend points on attunement or faith to be able to use Denial. You can use the Nashka ring. That will give you enough attunement slots to use Denial, and you can use Skeptic Spice. You get enough during your first playthrough that you should be able to lower the requirements of Denial down to a manageable level, 10, 11, 12, 13 faith, something like that. All right, guys, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is the Tech Phantom signing off. I look forward to your comments and thoughts on this build. And also, if you want to send me your links, or if you want to send me your thoughts on your favorite build, I'd love to hear those comments as well. This is the Tech Phantom signing off. If I can't, I will append some video of this build in action, maybe of some co-op play. I hope you guys enjoy this video. This is the Tech Phantom signing off.